Future oil painter says.
But for sure.
By Rembrandt's gold chain it's Luth.
Mm.
Future oil painter says. When talking about Rembrandt, all the documentary people always talked about how he ended up poor and destitute. It's kind of depressing. Critters
Yeah,
Pencils says.
I can see that.
Look like my in-law, I recognize my wife's mother. Very realistic.
Are you talking about the cows? That's pretty funny. Yeah, but there's a lot of successful painters out there too. I guess it's not all bleak, is it? Maybe it is. Bleak.
Future oil painter says. They might as well come out and say don't be a painter, save your money, if you make money, or die.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you can always look at the. Yeah. A lot of it's just pessimistic takes, though, I think. It's not all like that. There are a lot of very successful people out there doing this, you know, just not here. You can be successful. You just need to play your cards right, work hard, this stuff. And people do. I mean, Bouguereau was extremely successful. There's a lot of artists who are. You know. But my thing is like get the technique down and then that'll open up the door to being good, right? It's not the whole thing, obviously, but I mean, it'll
Future oil painter says,
definitely help.
you should tell Mr. Ear to make his own paper by hand.
Be horrible. No, I'll leave it to Jeff to do that. Jeff actually probably could. Jeff's extremely knowledgeable. I was actually asking, like, I ask him questions sometimes with materials and stuff.
Critters Pencil says, a certain Austrian should have listened to this advice.
And you're talking about,
Future oil painter says,
shit, I
could
messed up.
sleep your way to the top.
Yeah, the Schwarzenegger. I mean, he was. I mean, that's the thing. He was successful. He was very successful, and to instead of just being an actor and having that support him, he was smart and was able to make his money. I think in real estate, he bought a couple apartments and slowly bought more and rented them out, expanded them until he had like a complex. And so he was a millionaire before he started his acting career. That's what supported. He was smart, man. Ah, gosh, level of savviness that I respect. Yeah, like smart in that way. Obviously, he made mistakes, but I mean, shoot, who doesn't make mistakes, honestly?
Critters Pencil says,
Let me.
I am talking about the mustache Austrian, but Arnold works also.
Mustache Austrian. I don't know who that is.
Sheer Curry says,
Curry.
I don't.
It's the shikari. The shikari
Sheer
sauce.
Curry says, Hitler.
Oh, okay. I wanted to try this text to speech. That one. Okay. Cancel. Uh, set color. Custom color. Dark. Didn't do anything. Make a background with that. And scale filtering. Add source. Cancel. Oh no. No. What was it on before?
Sheer Curry says, I wonder how many of the old masters just made up their own landscape. Sheer Curry says, looking good.
Damn it. 1 second. Window capture. Let's do window capture. Okay. And then we're going to select a window to capture. Social Stream Ninja. Wrong.
Future oil painter says,
Ah.
I would say they all embellished the landscape a bit to sell the idea.
Fixed it. Because I
Critters Pencil says, they used camera obscure. Critters Pencil says, camera obscura.
maybe just use this one instead. No. Use that. Figure this out later. What I was trying to do, I'm trying to put
Sheer
a
Curry says.
dark
Some
background
weaklings maybe.
here. I don't know what you're talking about, Shakuri, but I heard what you said and I agree with you, whatever you're talking about. This, I'm trying to put a dark background with this, the text, but I don't know how to do it. It's bothering me. And the camera's out.
Sheer Curry says. Weaklings used camera obscura.
Yeah, this is true. Camera obscura sucks. More like camera. I'm not coming up with anything. Where's the end of this? I'm not moving.
Sheer Curry says.
This thing at the edge?
Good one.
It would have been good. I can do it, I promise. More like camera.
Beark108 says. All cows are back.
Camera.
Sheer Curry says. You'll think of something in a few weeks.
It's a hard day right now. I'm pretty sure I'm sick, and I determined that I'm going to fight through whatever this is. Like, am I going to take care of myself? No, no. I'm tired of that mentality. We're going to push through this. Push through. That's what we're going to do. I'm pretty sure I'm sick. These freaking cows. I hate this so much. You're gripping it too close to the tip. That's what she said.
Sheer Curry says. Murder the disease with your masterful immune system. Beark108 says. I like this painting.
That was good. Another good one from Shikari. Thank you so much, Bear. Grazie. Grazie. Okay. I do have a pretty strong immune system. Sure. Why not?
Beark108 says. What's going on? I watched parts of last stream with some overweight preferences and rant in the end lol.
Oh, really?
Future
Did I?
Oil Painter says.
I think I started the stream doing that
Leeches
today.
worked pretty good for people back in the old days.
Leashes? How so? To thin them out? We're going to talk about fat people again? Is that what we're going to do? Oh, man. You know, every time I stream, I get like I look and my sub number has gone down. Recently, I'm like, fine.
Beark108 says. Yes, please.
Which I do not really care at this point anymore, unless I lost one of you
Sheer
guys.
Curry says. Some hospitals still use leeches to start blood flow, I think.
The good ones. The good ones still use them.
Future oil painter says. No to fix you up.
Oh, just to fix you up? Well, there's more orange.
Sheer Curry says. On your ding-ealing.
Ah, the leech dong trick. Ah, yes. It's one of the oldest remedies. Dates back to the Roman times. Yes.
Beark108 says.
Leech
I
dick.
promise not to discriminate German minorities today. Maybe some subs will return.
No. We discriminate with everybody. Literally everybody we discriminate here, okay? It's the only way this works. It's like a dog. Looks like a camel. It's just shady. We're gonna fix it. Like I fix everything else. Let's get a little bit of white. White. This is very thick white. That's how you know it's good. Dude, these cows should have been done in like 2 days, and I have taken almost a year with them. Painting socks.
Future oil painter says.
Painting socks.
Leeches
Painting
worked for
socks.
King Henry VIII.
Painting
Just
socks.
look at him today. He is comfortably held in a special chamber. Sheer Curry says. No way, it's been a year. Critters
It
Pencil
probably
says.
has.
Zinc white. Future oil painter says.
Kidding.
Kidding.
We know you're kidding. Chance I put the horn coming out of his ass, but you know what? I am
Beark108
beyond
says.
caring at this point.
Algorithm brought us together in this one-way rabbit hole.
Yep.
Sheer Curry says.
The only way is down.
I think he uses lead white.
Lead white. Ah, yes. Shikari. I'll hurt. Look, I can't speak Dutch, but it's fun to make fun of people who speak English when I can't speak anything. I kind of speak some Italian. It points out all Shikari's weaknesses, spelling, the text-to-speech
Sheer
man.
Curry says. This one wasn't my fault.
Yeah. Lead white. Well, it's lead, right? LED. You say, right? It is a lead. Look, lead. You just say lead.
Louis Guidetti says. Lead.
Or you can say Krimnitz.
Sheer Curry says. It's lead white, right?
I'll have to look that up. Is it lead white? It might be. The thing is, guys, I'm decent at spelling, but sometimes I mess this up. Lead white. I'm pretty sure it says lead. You got it right. Yeah, you're all right. Let's see if my spelling works.
Future oil painter says. RHG cram nuts.
This is weird. LED lights, yeah. So it's not LED, it's LEAD. So you're right. You are right. And that was not your fault. It was the text-to-speech man's fault.
Sheer Curry says. Boom roasted.
You're right. I was just defeated. I'm man enough to admit it. Shikari, victory. She has a victory sheet. She's like, eh. It's like chalk marks.
Sheer Curry says. I triumph.
There you go. Shikari, it's a victory point. Be sure to record this in the annals of your records, Shikari. It is a big day for the Kerr. The Shikari. Little black cows. But let's lighten it up some.
Future Oil Painter says. Hey, guess what? I made the dumb decision to go to Walmart after 10 p.m., and some group of 3 people started following me around.
3 people? Were they like teenagers or something? What happened?
Sheer Curry says. America is wild.
Oh shit. There was a shooting literally a minute away from where I live that killed 2 people. It was horrible. Like yesterday. They won't get the
Critters
gangs
Pencil
out of this
says.
neighborhood. It's horrible.
Wizards probably.
Wizards. And it's a nice neighborhood too. It's not like it wasn't in the neighborhood. It was close to here actually, downtown. Stupid. Stupid. It's, it's teenagers. They yeah. Anyway. They were wizards.
Beark108 says. I watched Wild Wild Country documentary today about Osho cult, super fun.
Really?
Future Oil Painter says. I lost them for a bit, inside the store, but they caught up with me at the cashier area. I paid fast and got the hell out of there. They got stuck at the self-pay checkout and that gave me a chance to escape.
Who were they? Like describe them. I look stupid. Is that what I was doing? Yeah. This recorder piece would be better if that dude who couldn't play the recorder was playing. It'd be great.
Future Oil Painter says. I'm pretty sure I could have hooped their ass, but if they had a weapon, who knows what would have happened.
Yeah, it's just best to avoid a situation. You did the right thing. Never want to stick around with that stuff. That's stupid. I shouldn't have done that.
Future Oil Painter says. It was 2 males, in their early 20s and 1 female probably 25 years old.
Dude, I don't know what I'm drawing right now. A second. We gotta erase part of this. Is that it? Yeah.
Future oil painter says. Black male, Hispanic male, and black female.
Yeah. Well, you gotta be careful with that. All right. We're making some progress. Then I need to put some darkness in there. Curry, are you painting today? You working on anything cool? Or are you laying in bed?
Future oil painter says.
It's probably late over
Was
there.
very strange. I purposely lost them just to test out if they were following me, and yep,
No.
I figured out I wasn't just being paranoid.
I mean, it's better to be safe about that, right? Instead of feeling foolish.
Sheer Curry says. I'm starting a floral still life.
Right now? All right. What type are you setting it up as we speak? Are you experimenting? Do you have an idea of the flowers? Like, what are you doing exactly?
Sheer Curry says. It's gonna take forever.
Yeah.
Future oil painter says. Are you streaming Sheer Curry?
Oh, I wish she would. It's too much pressure for her. Last thing she needs. She could do it though. She'd be good. I have more faith in Shakuri than she has in herself.
Sheer Curry says.
I already know this.
I took pictures last week.
You did.
I'm sketching with charcoal right now.
Gotcha. Can you send me one
Sheer
of those
Curry
pictures
says. On the panel.
on the panel? Can you send me one of those pictures? Like, DM me? And tell me if I'm being annoying. I don't want you to be annoyed with this. I just
Sheer
want
Curry
to.
says. How do you guys even stream? I would knock my camera over.
I know. It's
Future
tricky.
oil painter says. You start with charcoal on gesso.
No, it is. It can be tricky streaming. It's like this thing. Look, I mean, it's a leg right here. I mean, I can knock it over if I step straight back. It's tricky, but you get used to it.
Sheer Curry says. Yes. Beark108 says. Interesting. Critters Pencil says. then acrylic underpainting or direct in oil. Future Oil Painter says, I am low-tech streamer, using only my cell phone, on an extender arm, it partially blocks my view, that's why I suck. Sheer Curry says, I do the outline with acrylic, which isn't ideal, I think. Sheer Curry says, maybe I should outline with oils.
Outline with acrylic, which isn't ideal.
Windy City
I'm gonna keep on
1828
bothering you about
says,
that, Shakuri.
load high.
Ah, Windy City. How are you? How are you? See if I can. This probably isn't smart. Nope, I'm not gonna do that. Is it this one? This one.
Windy City 1828 says, all good.
Good. Yeah, Windy City. I saw what you asked, and somebody answered. That was my student Brian who came in, and every time he comes in, he's listening to some talk radio. So I'm all for listening to whatever. It's not that I agree or disagree with it, but he's always so pissed off every time he
Future
comes in.
Oil
He needs
Painter
to focus
says,
on his work.
the way you do it works, but you could also start the drawing on paper, and then transfer it to a canvas. Sheer Curry says, that's great too, but this panel is pretty big.
So she said, "Look, Shikari, send
Sheer
me
Curry says,
details of what you're working
I
on,
don't have paper that big and I'm lazy.
and I'll help you. I'll help you with it, okay? And probably save you some time." Because I am genuinely curious how you go about that stuff. I want to see it, and um,
Critters Pencil says,
yeah,
I mean, then why not just draw it on PC, then use a projector if it's to transfer it on a big panel?
don't,
Sheer Curry says,
not that.
now. Beark108 says, finally on Twitch, fuck
Curry,
YT LOL.
whenever you want. I just like keep me in the loop with it, and because there's things that I can do to help you with it, and it'd benefit everybody because your work is the type of work that I think is very beneficial for everybody to see, honestly. Floral still life, like I can do that stuff, and there's certain things like it would be a shortcut for you. So I might be able to tell you one thing here to do different, and you still like artistically do what you want to do, but it'd help you get there faster. Like instead of having to beat your head, which I've been doing whenever you want. There's no rush. I'm just saying, um, you know, just keep me in the loop with it, right? Like it's not gonna bother me. I want to help. I know your struggle. Shakuri finally on Twitch, right? So like, is YouTube just censoring? Is that why everybody keeps on switching from YouTube to Twitch? Like, Shakuri, if you're working right now, work. I don't want to interrupt you, but like at some point you can send the work.
Sheer Curry says, Oh, but it will bother you. You will regret this.
No, I won't. I promise. You need to be like, I'm not gonna
Eric
regret it. You can
108
spam
says,
it. It's not gonna.
it really sucks on
It's not
YT.
gonna mess with me.
Future Oil Painter says, yup, YouTube doesn't let me call you a virgin. Critters Pencil
Go back to
says,
YouTube.
I got half my comments censored XD.
Yeah, Critter. That's why everybody is going from YouTube to Twitch, which honestly it'd probably benefit me more if everybody was on YouTube, since that's the channel that's growing. Twitch, I don't see going with anywhere. The cool thing about Twitch is if you like the music, which we're playing Vivaldi right now,
Berk
it's nice being
108
there.
says,
But I think it's a better platform to
same
stream.
here.
Yeah, but it's like Twitch. I'm not going to grow on Twitch. There's not. I don't think that there's the platform. I don't think that enough people go to Twitch for an artist, and also being able to get discovered as an artist on Twitch or as a streamer on Twitch is extremely difficult, I think. Um, I think the only way to do it is to show skin, and I think even that's getting saturated. I'm not going to do that, even though I don't have any paints on right now. YouTube is the channel I
Sheer
would
Curry
like. I
says,
want to grow that channel.
YouTube censoring is pretty bad.
Yeah, exactly. And um, what's funny is that I have it set no censoring on my channel. It says like, what's your censoring level? I put it all the way down to nothing, nothing, and it's still doing it. So I'm wondering if it's in y'all's settings. Everybody has. So like when you sign up to YouTube, you have an account, and in that account, um, like you can have it set. I think there's settings
Windy
within your
City
account, or
1828
maybe
says,
not.
I only ever go on the tube.
Exactly, Windy City. YouTube is more like that's where you're going to get discovered. So like the more people on YouTube, I think probably helps me more. But I also don't care about that at all. And so like if they're censoring you, go to Twitch. Um, but these degenerates, they're calling me all sorts of names. YouTube is stopping them, and Twitch doesn't stop them, so they come to Twitch. It's probably because Twitch hates me just as much, and they're like, he's being berated again. I guarantee you. Anyway, I hate the censoring. I hate the censoring. I'm so sick of all this stuff. So sick of it. It's so unfair. It's so uncool. Oh man. It's looking a little better. Oh, see that stuff? Yeah, y'all can see it, right? Yeah, it's better camera for this, I think.
Sheer Curry says, I send some pics you don't have to check now.
Cool, cool. I'm going to, since it's up, actually wasn't up, but I just clicked on it because I'm genuinely curious, and it only takes 5 seconds. Don't worry, I won't share it
Windy
with
City
anybody.
1828 says, I've made comments, very lame comments on it, and they do T-show. It's as if they disappear into the ether.
Yeah. It's so stupid.
Sheer Curry says, this composition took me days.
Composition. Ooh, 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 ooh. Look at that. Wow. You are ambitious. Look at that. The sketch. There you go. You're doing great. I like that. That's good. Are these fake flowers or are they real? They're probably fake, so they last longer. That's a good composition. It's a lot going on. Mm. I like it. Very good. Um,
Sheer Curry says. They are real and dead now lol.
so you're going off that photograph? That's what you're doing? It's a different photograph, but that's the composition. Wait a second. It's the first photograph.
Sheer Curry says. Yes.
Oh, it's a different one. Okay. Cool. Wow, look at that. It's gonna be something. Now, let me ask you a question. Are you doing this like the academy or the atelier that's doing it? Are they telling you to do this? Do they give you projects, or do you make your own assignments? Back over here.
Sheer Curry says. If you hate it, it's okay lol. Sheer Curry
I
says.
don't hate it.
I do my own thing.
You do your own thing. Gotcha. Thing. Yeah, that's good. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. No, the ambition is what I respect. That is a very ambitious project, and it makes sense why you hate life because of it. It all makes perfect sense. It is actually getting grayed out because I'm not adding color like an idiot. See that there. Just chopped his legs off. Great. Good job. Very good job.
Sheer Curry says. At least it doesn't have 40 cows.
Man, I tell you, it's rough. It is something else. We're almost done. Boom! Right. Stupid cows. I regret having painted this commission. Actually, don't. I like this commission. You know what? This is better than the house paintings that I was doing.
QFX says. Best day fellow victims.
He's talking about me. That's all you need to know. Well, when you start playing with me, then
Windy
you can
City
say fellow.
1828 says. That painting is top class.
Thanks, Wendy. Thank you. Yeah, it's a good painting. That's good. And the next one I'll try to make better.
Future Oil Painter says. Look, do you stay in touch with any of your fellowship of the Florence Boys Academy? QFX
Toby, I've
says.
been talking to recently.
I just tried to make you sound included. QFX says. Since you're in for quite a season. Cher Curry says.
It's rough.
Is something sexual?
No, it's not. It's a Warcraft character in game that destroys my character.
QFX says. They do spread your donut very widely.
He's
Future
not
Oil
lying.
Painter says. It's nerd talk.
It's nerd talk. Because you're not a nerd. Everybody here's a nerd. But it is nerd talk, you're right. It's the stupidest thing. The whole thing is stupid. I'm dumb for playing that game. Stop song.
QFX says. Damn right.
That's fine. Okay. What time is it? 4:57. Paint a little bit longer. Let's do some foliage.
Future Oil Painter says. One day space aliens will invade, and only Luth and QFX will be able to challenge them in a game of D&D.
Yeah, then we'll be laughing. Then we'll instantly lose, but see if this works. So I've been wondering. Well, that wasn't good.
QFX says. Do you play this music when you eat a 170k Black Arrow?
He's trying to piss me off right now. This is, I hate everything, honestly, for going up against them. And then they get buffed. It's great. Just great.
Future Oil Painter says. Cher Curry, are you entering like competition stuff for your atelier stuff? QFX says. Loki, I have no clue why they did it out of the blue. It's like they want TWW Season 3 all over again, LMAO. Cher Curry says.
Somebody
Replying
plays
to
that
Future
class.
Oil Painter, Cher Curry, are you entering like competition stuff for your atelier stuff? No. One day maybe. Future Oil Painter says. Feel free to use Pumpkin Baby, we'll take first place easy. Sheer Curry says. Didn't you give away Pumpkin Baby?
Yeah, didn't you?
QFX says. Do you think they try to kill PvP Lel?
I don't think they think about it, man. I don't know. I honestly don't know what's going through their brains. It's just weird to me. But I mean, I'm fine with it. It's like after a while, it's
Futury
so
Oil
ridiculous.
Painter
It's not gonna
says.
make much difference.
Oh yup, mailed it to the Pumpkin's Baby family, but I can make prints.
Pumpkin Baby's family.
Sheer Curry says. What did Pumpkin family say about it? Futury Oil Painter says. They seemed happy. Futury Oil
So not
Painter says.
disturbed.
Saw the mom smiling.
Pumpkin Baby's family.
QFX says. Someone AHS2 after this patch.
Someone AHS2
Sheer
after
Curry says.
AHS.
It will be a family heirloom. Futury Oil Painter says. Disturbed in a good way, I hope, lol. QFX says. Has.
Oh,
Critters Pencil says.
oh, yeah.
I seen painters using syringe for painting grass or hairs instead of a brush.
A syringe for painting. I think I've seen that too. See, I can shape these pieces that I'm putting down. See, y'all can see some of this stuff here. Let me move the camera some. Um,
Sheer Curry says. Do you know Andrew Tischler?
yes. I don't know, like I don't know him personally, but
QFX says. Tischler is pretty good.
yeah, he is.
Berk108 says. I just scrub it with nails.
Let's do this. We'll bring this up top, I guess here. See that. I'm just trying to bring some detail up here and make it a little bit more pleasing to look at. Oh, the dagger brush is a Tish. Look, these things. These are his brushes. Very, very good brushes. I love them.
Futury Oil Painter says. Did Twitchler go to the Florence Academy for Boys?
No, I don't think he did. I don't know where he went. I like him though. He's really cool.
QFX says.
I like his work too.
Send me some spare, you seem to have 200 of them.
I do not. I do not. But I always need more. There's such good brushes.
Sheer Curry
This
says.
thing.
I like his accent. Critters Pencil
Yeah.
says. Why is it for boys? You can't get mixed. QFX says.
Because they've been
Where is
calling
he
me
from?
gay, so they.
Sheer
No,
Curry
it's
says.
not for
New
boys.
Zealand.
They say that because of me, which I'm not gay, but they say Florence Academy for boys for some reason. Because we're idiots here. It's Florence Academy. He's New Zealand.
Futury Oil Painter says. I haven't seen his stuff, but I already hate him.
What?
Berk108
Tish?
says. He's a Kiwi. QFX says. Better than the Mofen accent, huh?
The Mofin. The Mofin. What does that mean? She's like, I don't know. I think you do know.
Sheer Curry says, German accents remind me of Gunther. Windy
Guidetti.
City 1828 says, look, do you present your food on a plate as if it was a piece of art? I mean making the meal as if it was a work of art, or do you just throw it on the plate in one gloopy mess? Odd question, I know.
Um, I I guess yeah. I just put it on the plate, and then when you serve it to somebody, preferably there's a moment where that food is actually airborne. All right, so they have to earn it. Okay, meaning they have to catch it, and if they don't catch it, that's on them. All right,
Future oil
helps your
painter says,
coordination too.
I worked with Gunther once, seemed like a nice guy.
Gunther.
QFX says,
Gunther.
we should have taken all the Vermeers too. Sheer Curry says, that would have been smart. QFX. Beark108 says, it's very polished, not my cup of tea. That said, he's a great painter.
Yeah, he does over polish it. That's one thing. But there's a stage where he gets at where it's really good, but then he overdoes it, and which I've done before, kind of. He's he's really good at landscapes. Like I still like his landscape.
Sheer Curry says, Vermeer of Tischler.
I think he's talking about Tish.
QFX says,
I think.
then leave a note where they hang saying thanks, a mofen. Critters Pencil says, it's hyper realistic.
Yeah, yeah, it is. It is hyper realistic. I agree with that. Um, but I like him. I think he gives pretty good art advice, and
Beark108 says, yes.
he's successful enough to give good career advice, I think. Just not see, I'm always hesitant with that because
Future Oil Painter
I haven't
says,
achieved
good
that level
news
of.
guys, my small income tax has been deposited in my bank account, not telling wife. Future Oil Painter says, LOL.
Pretty funny actually. It's probably she's probably reading over your shoulder right now, like you bitch.
Critters Pencil says, lack some fun, his portrait are actually much more alive than this landscape for some reason.
Are they? I thought I didn't like his portraits as much as his landscapes, but the landscapes work up to a certain point, and I think they're really good.
Future
But the
Oil Painter
portraits,
says,
unless there's some I haven't
LOL, not
seen.
even gonna bring it up. Beark108 says, exactly, it's kinda missing the whole point of what I like about art, expression, and some signature style. QFX says, oh shit.
You're talking
Sheer
about oh
Curry
shit to
says, Bear, what do you like?
speaking of overdoing it, I might be overdoing some of this stuff. I got to be
Sheer Curry
careful.
says, which artist? QFX says, Bear sounds like a Nedrum enjoyer. QFX says, Nerdrum.
I don't think he is. Think so? Some marks here, just
Beark108 says, I love classic impressionists. QFX says, guess that's just me then. Critters Pencil says, the Zorn palette, Zorn.
Zorn.
Future oil painter says. Nerdrum reminds me of some college classmates that were not nice. Sheer Curry says. But for chair do you hate everyone lol same.
Mm.
QFX says.
Going a little bit too far.
Ah, the Dutch, such loving people.
Just funny because she's so ominous. Just evil, festering. You can feel it.
Critters Pencil says. I enjoy watching Crayola Simpkins. Future oil painter says. Let me tell you another thing, brother.
That's that.
Berk108 says. But I've seen and liked all sort of other art. It's like with music, I admire opera as much as punk rock when it's unique and well done. Sheer Curry says. Did Brian call that lady sister?
He's just
QFX says.
insane.
LMAO, I watched some Dutch chick play WoW, she was bad-mouthing us Germans too XD.
Was she really?
Future oil painter says. Looked, ask Brian if he was a stunt double for the guys Chuck Norris would send flying out the windows.
I was telling him, I was like, you have got to chill out. I was just like, just focus on your work.
QFX says.
He
Yeah,
rallies
she
himself
said our
up. It's
language sounds
frenzy, man.
whack.
He was talking about how he's gonna go into he's gonna write the photographer who took the boys' picture in his gay book to see if he has any more photos. So he's going to the source. I was like, why? Why are you going? I was like, you have Croquis Cafe. Why
Critters
don't you just?
Pencil
He's like,
says.
I don't know. This is
It
more
does though.
provocative. It was crazy. Anyway, just so he's going, and then he's like, yeah, Playboy doesn't show nude chicks anymore. So
Sheer Curry says. No way.
said our language sounds whack. Really? The chick said that, the streamer, the Dutch streamer. But yeah, anyway, then he was saying you can't even find Penthouse. I was like, Penthouse is like straight up porn. It's like people actually doing it. And I was like, I bet they don't have it because everything's online now. You
Sheer
know?
Curry says. Is that photographer still alive lol?
I don't know. I don't know. But he's like, yeah, he's like, remember that picture of all those jack dudes? I said, no. He says they were sitting around smoking cigars. And I said, but why do you want that? He says, I don't know, it's edgy. I was like, so you're going for gay and edgy? He's like, yeah, something. It's like, oh. I said, you realize I always have to explain to people that you're not gay. He's like, I don't care what they think. I was like, actually, I don't either, but for some reason, I still feel like I should explain that. That was the lesson today.
QFX says. Sounds like something up your alley. Future oil painter says. Man Lewis, be careful, one day the government will be asking you, and when did you first meet Brian? Did you ever notice any strange behavior?
I've thought about this before. It all happened because of the Kamala Harris incident. When that happened, I was like, damn. Which, again, it's like, it's not illegal. It's not the worst thing, but it's just like the judgment in that situation was, I was just like, what the hell were you thinking? Like, why would you think this is something smart and
QFX
productive. I
says,
should, this is
you're
going to
gonna
help.
get into trouble someday.
No shit. So I'm trying to get them to chill out, man. I was just like, just stop. Now it's like some people, they have to keep up with the news all the time. And if you say stop, they say, what? You got to be informed. Well, you don't need to be that informed. It's like 24/7, you're informed 24/7. It's like at some point, you need to live your life. Just chill out. It's destroying you. People are pissed off around you. You know, like if you're pissing people off,
Sheer Curry says,
it's nuts.
my dad's cousin is a lot like that.
Is he? Yeah.
No social awareness but not harmful. QFX
Yeah.
says, if he drops those kinda lines in some neighborhoods, he might not come back lel.
I know. I know. That is true. Especially downtown, you got to be careful. But he does have some sense, but he and I respect this. He speaks his mind, and he's not afraid to speak it until the cops are called. Then he flees scenes. That I do know from experience. It sounds funny, but that's what happened. That is what, in fact, happened. Crazy. It is crazy. I feel like I need to work. Do I need to work that into the background more, or am I gonna? Oh,
Sheer Curry says, that's smart. Beark108 says, what's on the pallet today, Louise?
running from the cops is smart. Get out of there. You got
Future
to
Oil
you got to
Painter
know when to.
says,
Um,
Brian needs
the
to get
palette.
some puntang.
You're probably right. Um, we have quite a bit. It's kind of random. But some of this stuff is mixed. We have ivory black, ultramarine blue, cobalt blue. This is for the sky. That's cerulean if I ever need it.
QFX says,
That's
only Brian?
alizarin crimson and shut up. Alizarin crimson and ultramarine blue. So that mix that. That's a purple. That's alizarin crimson, which I don't know why I have here. Um, Indian red. That's the mixture between the Indian red and the yellow ochre. That's cadmium yellow, and that's white.
Sheer Curry
Lead white.
says, is that real cobalt?
I would assume so. It's Michael Harding, so it should be good. You don't think it is? I mean, it looks like cobalt blue. Nah, whatever. Probably is. Probably is.
QFX says, I thought if it's Michael it's trash. Future Oil
He
Painter
has good
says,
paint. It's just I don't know
have
what's
you
going
ever
on.
used the blue expensive paint lapis lazuli?
No, I haven't.
QFX says, that heavy blue shit is gone and look way too chromatic lel. Sheer Curry says, a lot of companies use synthetic a lot these days. Beark108 says,
Gotcha.
how do you use Indian red? I never tried that one. QFX says, Liak on that Hazu painting.
Indian red, honestly, I just use it as if it's regular red. I just mix it. Like I find that it it's what I've used for this entire painting, essentially. This has some transparent red oxide in it because I thought that'd make a nice effect. I honestly don't think I've used any alizarin crimson in this. I don't think so. But the Indian red that I have is decent, and so it makes like I've been using this for my flesh tones as well. Like this is my dad's skin right here, which I'm using for a lot of the dirt here, which this actually might have some transparent red oxide, but I don't know why I have alizarin crimson on this right now. But yeah. Like the painting would probably look very similar if I used cadmium red. It's just I would just be using different mixtures, a little bit different mixtures to get the colors that I need, but it would look
QFX
pretty
says,
similar.
didn't know you used your dad's skin, you chiapas.
Chia pass.
QFX says, buy some proper rocks to smear on trees.
Buy some proper rocks to smear. Proper rocks to smear on trees? This painting is lacking rocks, actually, isn't it? Hmm. There, but that's going to be darker.
Sheer Curry
So,
says, QFX calling someone else a chiapas is crazy.
it's funny. Then, I just need to shape this better than I did.
QFX says, that's how we roll south.
South of the Netherlands.
Sheer Curry says, go get your behind to Lidl and buy a croissant. QFX says, why a croissant? Sheer Curry says, that's what the kids here buy at Lidl at lunch break because it's chesp. Future oil painter says, Lewis, what's ear's story? I see he's drawing some imaginary scene. Sheer Curry says,
What,
cheap.
here?
QFX says, did you buy them? Critters Pencil says, little croissant must be disgusting. Bet it's not even made with real butter. Sheer Curry says, sometimes.
Sometimes not. That's what
QFX says,
keeps you guessing.
kind of a self-burn. Future oil painter says, no ear on Discord.
What happened on Discord? No, oh, no ear on Discord. Wait, what'd you ask me? Oh, what's ear story? I see he's drawing some imaginary scene. Uh, oh, that one with the warrior in it. Is that what you're talking about? Like down on his knees, just like
Future oil
Jeff
painter
at Wendy's.
says, I
Get
get
croissant.
croissants from Costco.
I croissants from Costco. Yeah, missing out.
Future oil painter says, yep.
It's just a fun project he's doing. Yeah, it's a fun. I like that type of stuff. It's a fun project he's doing. That's painting, man, I tell you. Better freaking like this. This is a painting.
QFX says. You think that mage in that triple MM lobby is gonna have a good time?
Dude. Thing is, in arena I can't beat them, but everywhere else I can. Arena is just like the people, I don't know what they eat for breakfast. It is
Future Oil Painter
it is
says.
something else.
He's doing some good bargains.
He's doing good bars. Yeah, I've seen some of them. Yeah. Yeah. I've seen some of them. No, I'm pleased with his work. But that's the other thing is like seeing how it's done is also very important. Like the end result is important, but I need to see what they're doing to get there, right? That's one of the problems of not seeing the actual work. That's why it was good when I was watching you stream. I was like, you're going about this the wrong way. I've seen you get good results, but and so that was more beneficial to you.
Future Oil Painter says. Be careful with that paintbrush, your hand might not be able to hold it up, too heavy for your fingers.
What are you talking about? This little thing, right? Think it's too small?
QFX says. Do you really want an answer to that?
You know what? I knew you would be the one to respond to that comment because if there's something that has to do with size and I say
Future
it's
Oil Painter
small,
says.
you're going to refer to my
Is that a number
noble
2 filbert?
penis. Is that a filbert number 2? Maybe.
QFX says. You know it shrinks over time if you don't use it right.
You would know, burn.
Future Oil Painter
Finish.
says.
Finish is sweet.
LOL.
Don't
Sheer
use it.
Curry says. Like your brain.
Thank you, Shikuri. Shikuri, put another mark in the annals of the Shikuri victory book, okay? With chalk, just
QFX
scratch it
says.
in there.
I actively
It's
work
another
against
victory.
it. Haven't lost a millimeter.
You talking about your penis or your brain? Be honest. What am I doing?
QFX says. Why not both? Beark108 says. None.
That's fine. Just leave that. That's fine.
Future Oil Painter says. Louth is gonna be like George Costanza in the episode where he walked out of the pool and his turtle was scared and hiding. It's cool
No!
shrinkage, tell her.
Wait!
Sheer Curry says. LMAO George.
Let's shrink it.
Sheer Curry says. How did that lady not know that?
Right.
QFX says. LOL right, it's always smaller when it's cold.
It's one of your mantras when you wake up in the morning to comfort yourself. You look in the mirror, you're like, it's always smaller when it's cold. Just remember. All right? That's what you do. Burn. That's another burn. Victory point. I'll record it later.
QFX says,
I'm making it look worse.
when I wake up it's already in my hand warming up.
That was pretty good.
Critters Pencil says, since it's always cold in Germany.
It must be awkward when your mom's in the other room.
Sheer Curry says,
Told you to knock.
that thing must be cooked.
That thing must be cooked. Right? Where's Shuttermia?
QFX says, there's some serious mileage on it. QFX says,
Doesn't work anymore.
65 years of trouble.
One day it just broke. Said, I've had enough.
Sheer Curry says, speaking of penis, where is Sharemia?
Right? Very well said, by the way. Where is she?
QFX says, just snapped in two. Sheer Curry says, Lewis said that, not me.
Yeah, no, I know. You're right, I did. Speaking of dicks, where is Shuttermia? And where is she? That's fun. That's right there. That's fun. Okay. I need to stop over. I feel like I'm going to overwork that now. The bottom corner.
Beark108 says, she has PTSD from our creepy stories.
I don't think we can give her PTSD.
Future Oil Painter says, Lewis, so he'll keep the drawing at this stage for a bit, and the next step would be to work on proportions, right? QFX says, she's deep on some new game I heard.
Oh yeah. I forget what game.
Sheer Curry says, she knows thing we see SNT even fathom.
Oh yeah, she knows things we can't even fathom. But for sure, wait, what did you say? You said keep no. You want to keep the drawing on stage, but always work the proportions. I just don't want you to develop it. You need to correct the proportions at that stage, right? Keep the
QFX
lines there,
says,
move the lines. You're correcting the
Tomodachi.
proportions. You're moving them, but you're keeping
Future
the
Oil
lines the
Painter
same.
says,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Always at every stage you're doing the proportion, but every stage I'm trying to get you to learn to work it at that stage so you understand the correlation between what you're looking at and that simplistic way of drawing. You have to connect the two. So you connect the two, then uh, you know, you'll be able to draw or paint anything. You'll be able to simplify, very complex things.
Future Oil Painter says, connecting.
Yeah. It's like, a lot of people get caught up in the process and say, "Oh, you want me to draw this way? Well, I can't always draw this way." But it's if you're forced to draw a certain way, it's teaching you to look at something a certain way, which gives you a different understanding. So I'm trying to give that understanding of how to see things. That's what we're doing. Ugh. Hmm. 35. Should probably, I'm going to start cleaning up. I need to get back earlier than I did. But I will leave the stream on, and I'll probably stream tomorrow as well. I just need to, and this painting could be done, honestly.
Future Oil Painter says. Gotcha, ya doing that quick trace paper thing helped me see how if I get good one day will get better and faster.
Like that tracing thing, that's a lot of those lines you should be drawing. Some of them you don't, but those are relationship lines, like the one going from the back to the front through the butt. That one is something like you should see that, but not draw it. But like, yeah, you just need
QFX
practice,
says.
man. That's all.
It's a nice elephant painting.
This painting is something else. Boom. Is I always get into the work. And I don't want to stop when I have to. That's the problem that I
QFX
have.
says. Just a nice little river you want to pee into. Sheer Curry says.
That was the goal.
What do you still need to do?
Um,
Future Oil Painter says. Look, keep it up, and you too might get 2 free discount coupons for donuts.
I still need to draw 2 cardinals into the painting because the client wants it symbolically representing himself and his grandmother, because I think it's something to do with cardinals. But anyway, it's like representative of that. So it's like, okay, where do we put the cardinals? Obviously, I'm going to do a full-size drawing of a cardinal's head right here, flying into the scene. The other wing is going this way. Right? That's what I'm going to do. So just thinking of how I'm going to do that. So it's going to be covering up most of the painting.
Sheer Curry says. Cardinals.
The birds. Those red birds. I don't know. I was thinking like maybe I should put like a little
Future
branch
Oil
or
Painter
something
says.
or a little tree and
Could
they're
put
just
2 red dots on top of a cow.
yeah.
QFX
I just
says.
look at everything and think I can
Bob
paint
Ross
it better.
bravery test now. Sheer Curry says.
Put a
Oh,
tree
birds
right.
LMAO, I thought flying religious guys.
Oh.
Future Oil Painter says. I have a picture somewhere of a
Cardinals?
cardinal I saw if you need it.
They're flying cardinals and flying religious guys? Oh. I'm thinking of putting. That's really funny. I don't know why. Yeah, I'm thinking of putting some like a tree or something right there, maybe. But then if I do that, then I have to put a couple, kind of balance it off, right? Damn it! I can't put it on the ground.
Future Oil Painter says. LOL flying religious guys, that would mean the end is near.
Yeah. Inside Curry's head is a funny place. All
Sheer
right.
Curry says. They could ride the cows.
They have like a strap and a harness on them. They're like they have their wings out like that, like holding these leather straps going around the cow. They're just like
Berk
little
108
claw
says.
legs on either side.
It's just a beginning.
They're interacting with nature. What? This is how I express myself. I'm an artist.
QFX says.
Between the two of us,
Paint
who
a bull
listens to
rider in the
Vivaldi?
front waving his hat. Future oil painter says.
Who
My old high school mascot was a cardinal.
was it? Ours was a demon, which was great.
Future oil painter says. Could send you a picture of the mascot.
Bull rider in front waving his hand. Ah. I'm glad I started working on this painting again because I need to get this done. All right. Okay. So I think what I need to do, I need a, I think it can spice it up if I put a couple trees in and or branches of sorts. I think that'll really help the painting, and then I can put the cardinals or something on top of that. So I guess tomorrow I will go in. We will delve into that tomorrow. Just figured this out sooner. Makes sense. You want birds? Well, you need trees. They don't perch on the ground.
QFX says.
Not if they want to live.
Spice it up with some naked dudes smoking cigars.
Yeah. We'll need a Brian's
Future
Boys
oil
book
painter
for that
says.
one.
Pirates.
He tried to show me today. He was like, "You want me to bring it in?" I was like, "No, don't do that. I don't want to see it." It's like, "Why do you do Croquis Cafe? It's not
QFX
edgy."
says. They could swim in the river. Sheer Curry
Pirate
says.
ship in the river.
Or naked ladies. That's
We
a
will.
crowd pleaser.
It is a crowd pleaser. You're right. Naked ladies are. Just not the pronoun beasts that are like 800 pounds over. Purple hair or blue hair. Those aren't crowd pleasers. Man.
QFX says. No Blizz employees then?
Exactly.
Future oil painter says. Wasn't there some popular theme of a goddess that turned into a cow?
I know there was what was it Daphne and Apollo, and Daphne turned into a tree. I don't know about a cow. A cow, maybe? Maybe? I don't know.
Sheer Curry says. Maybe an Indian one. QFX says. Zeus turned into a bull to seduce Europe.
I kind of want to put a minotaur mixed in there that he doesn't notice until like years later.
Beark108 says.
Looks in the back. It's a
Melania
Jack
movie.
Minotaur. Pilate movie? You say Pilate? What'd you say?
Future oil painter says. I know I saw a Rubina painting with cows, boobies, and guys.
Yeah. Wow. I think that's it. Yep.
Future oil painter says. QFX that's it. QFX says. Look who knows more about art than OL Frost Mage here, being in for some serious season and shit.
Things aren't looking too good right now. I will be the first one to admit. They die within like 2 seconds. They're like, oh, it's S tier. All right.
QFX says. They might reevaluate mage tier now KEKW.
Well, they've reworked, like they've changed some things around, which gives me a little bit of hope that they might, because I hate how it feels to play right now. I absolutely hate it. Then again, they could always make it worse than they have before, so I gotta be careful what I wish for with that. I don't really have much faith in them right now. I have faith in anybody. Learn my lesson. I need to get drunk, and I don't get drunk.
QFX says. Just
I'm not gonna
according
get
to that,
drunk.
half the players in Shuffle try now, kinda doesn't matter if mage still pumps, you're just getting it there.
I think they're,
Future Oil Painter
no.
says. It's actually hot today, perhaps I shouldn't be wearing thick winter sweat gear.
Pretty funny, man. I don't know, man. Everything's judged by shuffle, and I don't even play it. Do the different part.
Future Oil Painter says. I have some beer in my fridge left over from 2 summers ago.
Dude, yeah,
Airc108
it's
says.
probably not good anymore.
I'm already drinking LOL.
Are you? I mean,
QFX says. Yeah, I don't think MMS are too often in twos, that's more BM heavy.
I don't know. The thing is, with
Future
Val, I did
Oil
a good
Painter
job.
says. I have some wine bottles from like 5 years ago.
Oh, guys, I tell you, this is just like,
Sheer Curry says. You need coffee.
yeah, Shakuri, I think you're right.
Future Oil Painter says. I'm not good at drinking, maybe that's why I suck.
I need a,
QFX says. Val sounds like a good player who makes calls.
he is a very good player. Xerxes too. I think one of the problems we're having is we haven't figured out. Okay, so when I play with Val, we do win, and it's not Xerxes' fault. Like one of the days I played really bad. And I oftentimes do play bad, but I don't think he's into resto right now, and he likes Farrell, and so he was jumping in and just playing. And Val, all he plays is disc. That's it. That always, no matter what he's. So I think Zerx and I think we would win, but we need to get like savvy and crafty with it. We haven't
Airc108
gotten
says.
there yet,
A bit. Sent
and we
wife
haven't
for holiday, so having
played.
home
So
alone for 5 days, yet electric guitar, movies, and chill.
like what I need first off is to get this thing done, just to get that weight off my
QFX
chest, because
says.
I'm tired of doing this.
Disc is good now, maybe best with the MW nerve.
I think, yeah, and um, but like it would be nice to just. The thing is, yeah, hmm, yeah, no, I could use a drink. The problem is if I drink, I lose my strength at this point because it's so like, I'm having to lift the old man all the time. So I'm like, I really got to be careful how much I drink because like when you're really like like when you're always
Future Oil Painter says.
lifting, you can
Might
feel it.
stream later at 8 or 10 p.m.
You're gonna stream later, all
QFX
right?
says. Mage disc always good comb anyway, sheeps into fear and all that.
Yeah. No, it is good.
Sheer
Like we
Curry
we we
says.
did a good job when we
Why
played.
do you need a drink?
Uh it was one of those. It's just been a rough week at home. It's been a little brutal, and I need to unwind. But
QFX
I don't
says.
really drink
Catch notes.
like to unwind. But
Future
it'd be
Oil
nice
Painter
to sit down
says.
and have like a whiskey or
Whiskey.
something.
Or
Yes,
tequila.
like I'd like to sit down and have a whiskey, but the problem is that would sap my strength later on, and then I'd regret it. Like, so
Future Oil Painter
I feel
says,
like I need to chill out some.
Margarita.
Margarita would be nice. You know what I like are White Russians. Those are really good. But see, I'm not like a huge drinker, but White Russians, love White Russians. The dude from
Beark
Big
108
Lebowski used
says,
to drink White
yeah,
Russian.
fuck this week and everyone included.
I mean, I probably I'm gonna try to smoke a
QFX
cigar today.
says,
That'd be nice.
real.
Just chill.
Future Oil Painter says, one good beer is lemon flavored beers in a can from Modelo. Windy City
Mm.
1828 says, I like Guinness and black.
Oh, Guinness.
Sheer Curry says,
Guinness is my favorite, actually.
just one drink won't kill you. Sheer Curry says, or it would.
No, one drink's not gonna do anything to me. Be good. I probably should. But
QFX says,
yeah.
Curry would still drink it.
Oh yeah. She'd be like, "You're telling me that this will end it all?
Sheer Curry says,
I'll take two.
true.
I'll take two of them." Yeah. No, it's just like, it feels like constantly going, and you just need to stop. I feel like if I stop, I'm not going to get back up.
QFX
Like,
says,
don't sit on the couch because it's
LMAO2.
over with you. Yeah, just have to. But yeah, it's just nice and warm. Germany, y'all have the double pint
Future Oil
beer.
Painter says, goodbye cruel world gulp gulp.
We used to have, like, I went over to Germany when we're still over in Europe. Went with, I think, who did I go with? Tobes. I was with Toby, and I think Euro was there, and I think Dave wasn't there. Euro was anyway. We went out to one of the bars there in Germany, and like you could get a double pint, and we were like the hobbits. We were like, "You're telling me this comes in pints?"
QFX
It was like
says,
double pints. It was
reminds me
so
of
awesome.
Kata where when I popped Deadly Calm with 2.2 weapons, I'd delete your HP bar 2 times if I had full uptime.
You're still talking about this, but you won't ever play. Oh, it happened one time. I'm stopping right now so I can talk about it all day long, every day, every year. It's not that time where
Beark
there's
108
2.2K
says,
weapons.
getting fucked up on Oktoberfest is a must.
See, I don't like getting drunk. I hate it. I will not get drunk. Whiskey, though, man. Nice glass of whiskey. That is key. Key. Fuck. All right, guys. I'll be right back. I'm going to go wash these brushes really quick. I will be right back. I will leave the stream on.
QFX says, I just talk about the game the streamer plays, you play Sims I talk Sims, you play 3D Sex Villa I talk 3D Sex Villa, haven't played Sims yet though. Sheer Curry says,
3 Sex Villa.
I don't need to get drunk.
Go on, Shikari. We're going to finish that thought. I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
Future Oil Painter says, Sheer Curry gets drunk with pure rage.
Pure rage.
Sheer Curry says, you should play Sims. Sheer Curry says, I'm drunk with rage naturally.
Drunk with rage naturally, yeah.
Sheer Curry says, exactly but for chair. Sheer Curry says, nailed it. QFX says, I don't get how people find those games entertaining, what's even the content? Sheer Curry says, It's real life but better. QFX says. They just mumble weird Sims stuff. Sheer Curry says. Like you. QFX says. I heard all the chicks who play it make their dream there, really swole and shit. QFX says. Sophisticated swole dream BF. Sheer Curry says. TBH, most girls spend most of their time making their female Sims beautiful. Sheer Curry says. And beautiful houses. Future Oil Painter says. I think I spotted a new comic book store, might go see if they have any old school stuff. QFX says. What happens after, is there some content happening? Future Oil Painter says. Later on this weekend. Sheer Curry says. Just living. QFX says. Don't they eventually fall in love and make out? Sheer Curry says. Yes, if you want to. Future Oil Painter says. I played Sims when it first came out. QFX says. So it's 3D sex villa. Beark108 says. You're a wife material. Sheer Curry says. I don't know what that is, but I'm curious. QFX says. Basically Sims uncensored. Future Oil Painter says. Sims characters have sex now.
Wait a second. I need to catch up on this.
Sheer Curry says. Yes, but it's called woohoo.
play Sims. I should play Sims. You play Sims, Curry? Get how people find those games entertaining. What's even the content? It's real life, but better. Sims is? Do you play Sims?
Future Oil Painter says. Oh
I
wow,
heard all
gotta
the
get
chicks who
back to
play it
Sims.
make their dream boyfriend there and really swollen shit. Sophisticated swole dream BF.
Sheer
As
Curry
most girls
says.
spend most of their time making.
I played Sims in my younger days.
And they're okay. To be honest, I'm listening to you in real time, but awesome. These girls spend most of their time making their female Sims beautiful and beautiful houses. Think
QFX says. Sounds like a long time ago.
I think I spotted a new comic book store.
Sheer
Might
Curry
go
says.
see if they have old school
But
stuff.
for chair you could do that in the first game.
But we're the nerds, but for sure, which we are. What happened? Just continue.
Future Oil Painter
This
says.
is actually a good conversation.
Sheer Curry, what are you talking about? You're still young.
Called Woohoo. You
Sheer
call
Curry
sex Woohoo?
says. Tell that to QFX. QFX says. We may have different opinions on the matter. Future Oil Painter says. LOL. Future Oil Painter says. It's all perspective. Sheer Curry says. But Germans only reach 66, so.
Oh, the music's over.
QFX says. That's fine with me, guess I won't need that drink. Future Oil Painter says. To a 13-year-old, a 21-year-old is old, for example.
That's true. That is correct. You are correct. Let's do this. Stuff.
QFX says. You ever leave a museum yelling rub your dicks on the Vermeers? QFX says. I love Turkish March.
Turkish March.
Sheer Curry says. What does that even mean? Future oil painter says. Oh, that reminds me, some guy disguised as an old lady approached the Mona Lisa and tossed some wife stuff on it. Future oil painter says. Saw it on Instagram.
I mean, it's behind like a really thick layer of
Future oil
glass,
painter
so it
says.
should be okay.
Looked like shaving cream. Sheer Curry says. What was the point of the old lady disguise, LMAO? QFX says. Plot twist, it wasn't a disguise and it was Curry. Sheer Curry says. Some men will use any excuse to dress as a lady. Future oil painter
Mm.
says. There were 2 security guys right there, so they instantly were captured. Sheer Curry says. I'm not insulted.
All right, guys, I gotta run. Y'all are awesome. Stream tomorrow. We got some good work.
QFX
Some
says.
more stuff to do.
Ah, the finale. Always a joy.
Always a joy. Later, guys.
Future oil painter says. See ya.